Hey, Joe? Hey! Why aren't you answering? Are you ignoring me? You're such a jerk for ignoring your wife's texts.
What? You know I'm working, don't you?
I don't care. I'm texting you because I need something. You got a problem?
Not a problem, but you can call me when you want because you're a housewife, but I have to work. Isn't it obvious that I can't return your texts while I'm working? Why do you keep saying that I'm ignoring you?
Huh? What's with the attitude? It's as if you're saying that I'm the bad guy. Who do you think let you marry me? Hey, I let you marry me.
You don't have to say it like that.
What? It's a fact. You're the one who kept on proposing to me. I married you under the condition that I got to be a housewife. I let you marry me. I think you should do as I say just a little bit.
Huh. Fine. And what did you want?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. We don't have any more spending money, so could you deposit some more this afternoon?
We're not even halfway through the month? You already used up our spending money?
My gosh, it can't be helped. I don't have any income because I don't work.
I give you an allowance apart from the spending money.
$200 isn't going to cut it. The spending money isn't enough too. You want me to make ends meet with only $1,000?
Rent and energy bills are taken out of my account anyways. Isn't $1,000 for food and everyday items more than enough? It's just us two. We don't even have any kids.
What?
No, it's not that. You're saying that the allowance I give you isn't enough. So you're spending the rest of our money?
Huh? You don't make enough money in the first place. You can complain after you start making enough money to satisfy me.
I'm tired from work, and I don't want to argue with you. I'll put $500 into your bank account during my lunch break. Will that do?
As long as you get it. You should just do what you're told from the beginning, you dumb thing. If you understand, please work harder and make some more money. Bye. Hey, Joe. I'm going shopping right now. There's a new bag and my favorite brand, and it is so cute. It'll definitely look good on a woman like me.
Really? If you want it, why don't you get it with your allowance?
What? Oh my gosh. Why are you so bad at taking a hint? Shouldn't it be, do you want me to buy it for you? You're so clueless.
That's not a nice way to say it. It's my day off today, too. And I wanted to relax, you know?
What the heck? I don't have a day off as a housewife. Why are you the one trying to relax?
What do you mean, housewife? You don't cook or clean, and you make me do it all on the weekend. How can you say that? Isn't every day like a day off to you?
Isn't that saying too much? Like I said before, I'm the one who let you marry me.
Again with that. Sorry, but I can't buy you that bag. I'm barely getting by, too.
Barely getting by? Even though you work at a pretty decent company?
You might not understand, but our company's not doing so good right now. Management is taking a hit.
What? Wait a second. That's the first I'm hearing of this.
I thought it would worry you if I told you. There's going to be a salary reduction for us employees starting this month.
What? Reduction? What the heck? That's not right. My allowance is going to be reduced?
I won't do that to you, but we might have to cut back on a few things. I think buying lunch every day is a waste of money. So I was wondering if you could make lunch for me?
What? Why me? If you want to cut back, can you do that by yourself?
What? Why? Isn't it in times like these where we should be working together as a couple?
Wait. Can you, not drag me into this? Isn't it your fault that you're working for a company like that? It's your fault this is happening. Take responsibility for it, okay?
Hold on. It's not my fault my salary is getting reduced.
It's your fault that you chose to work for that kind of company. If you only had worked for a better company, this wouldn't be happening, would it? You'd better not make any trouble for me, okay? If my lifestyle is lowered in any way, it'll be your fault. I'll immediately divorce you.
No way!
Hurry up and get a side job if you understand. I won't talk to you until your salary goes back up to normal. Goodbye.
Hey, Rachel! Rachel, I have something to tell you. I know you don't want to talk to me, so text is okay. It's important, so will you listen?
What? Make it short.
I got laid off.
What? Wait, what are you talking about? You're joking.
I don't want to admit it either, but it was my company's decision. The company wasn't doing well and they had to cut back on labor costs. They only let professionals stay. All of my colleagues are getting laid off too. I'm really sorry.
What the heck? Are you playing with me? Sorry isn't going to cut it.
I'm really sorry for worrying you, but I really didn't think it was going to go this far. So I wish you would understand. I'll get right back to it. Can you wait just for a little bit?
You've got to be kidding. I'm disappointed in you. You're the worst. You piece of trash. You're useless.
Rachel, you don't have to say it like that. I'm just as surprised that it came to this.
I'm so disappointed in you. I don't get it. You're jobless all of a sudden?
Well, laid off. That doesn't mean I'm fired starting tomorrow.
You're going to get fired sooner or later anyways, right? Unbelievable. You're really useless. I can't believe I married such a piece of trash man. I'm embarrassed.
What do you mean? You were able to do whatever you wanted thanks to me, you know? Normally, you would say something like, let's both work in this kind of situation. Aren't married couples supposed to be more supportive of each other?
What? Don't be kidding yourself. Why do I have to work? I got married to you under the condition that I wouldn't have to work.
I know, but you don't have to push me away like that. It's only until I find a new job. Will you please help me?
No? Why do I have to compromise?
What?
Anyways, you're such a downer, so don't come home tonight. Bye.
Fine. Sorry. Rachel, you don't seem to be home. Are you out somewhere?
Oh, you're home. You haven't seen the living room?
Living room? What is this? Why are there divorce papers?
What do you mean, why? Isn't it obvious? I can't be a housewife anymore. So our marriage contract expires. My deepest condolences.
What the hell? You're divorcing me because I got laid off?
Yeah. I can't really live in poverty. If you're going to suffer, do it alone.
You're kidding, right? We've been together for 5 years. You're just going to end it like that?
It can't be helped. But whose fault is it in the first place? You got fired because you were such a useless employee.
Fired. It was the company's financial problems.
Don't make excuses. Anyways, I can't live in poverty, so sorry. Just get divorced and go to hell already.
Got it. Thanks.
What? What do you mean, thanks? Have you finally become crazy because of getting laid off?
No, to tell you the truth, I was also thinking that we weren't going to make it as a married couple anymore. But since I was the one who fell in love with you and proposed, I couldn't come out and say it. So you helped me by saying everything you just said.
What? Oh, are you trying to act tough? You can't stand being left by your wife. So you're doing the whole, I was thinking about it too thing. Oh my gosh. I feel so sorry for you, I could cry.
It's not like that. I really was thinking about it. But I fell in love first and asked you to marry me. So I can't ask you to get a divorce, can I? It's a different story if you say it first.
Why are you acting so happy? I'm telling you, I'm the one who is leaving you. I'm pretty sure you know this, but I'm the one who's dumping you. You're such a loser if your wife can dump you so easily. Losing your job and your wife, your life is really over.
Really? I don't think so at all.
What? Look at you, trying to act so tough.
At least now I can live any way I like. I feel free.
Just keep telling yourself that. I'm so glad that I used up all of that money before you got fired. I took all the shared savings, by the way.
What? You never told me anything!
It's your bad that you never noticed. Well, it's your fault you got fired. I'll take it as a consolation money. Goodbye, then. What you doing, Mr. Jobless? Are you doing good? Wait, of course not. Are you living on the streets now?
It's been a while. I bet you're living a fun life after you ran off with my money.
Ding, ding, ding. Good answer. I took all of the money you so nicely saved up when I left. So thanks to you, I am living a very nice life.
You're really the worst. I don't know how you live with yourself.
Do you have a problem? It is originally your fault that this happened. Don't take it out on me.
And what do you want? I don't have time to associate with people like you.
Gosh, so mean. How dare you say that to your ex-wife that you used to love? I even reached out because I was a little worried.
Worried? Don't make me laugh. Have you ever been worried about me?
I felt bad if you lived on the streets. How is it? How does being laid off and jobless feel? I hope you become an elite out on the streets.
My life is now the best.
What? Are you seriously saying that? You must be crazy if you're saying that living on the streets is the best.
Who said anything about living on the streets? I live in a condo.
What? How can you be living in a condo? Wait, are you still living in our old condo?
Yeah, it was the perfect size for 2 people. So it feels huge when it's only 1 person. Thanks for moving out.
What are you talking about? Oh, you're still living there without paying rent. You're going to get kicked out.
You know, I wouldn't do that. I pay rent every month. And I don't have trouble financially at all.
How? You were laid off, weren't you? How could you be moving like that?
What do you mean how? Because I'm working and getting paid like always?
What? How? How can that be? It's only been 2 months since you were laid off.
I told you. Just because I was laid off didn't mean I was getting fired right away. So I started job hunting right away, and fortunately got an offer from a company that I liked. Now I'm working there. The benefits are good, and it's a good work environment. The pay is about 1.5 times better than the previous company.
You're kidding! How come everything is turning out so good?
I wonder why. Maybe because my bad voodoo is gone.
What did you call me?
Oh, while we're at it, the $15,000 you took from me, I will have you pay that back.
What? Wait a second. I already used 5,000.
How should I know? You stole money from somebody. Isn't it right to return it?
Wait. How am I supposed to come up with the 5,000 I already spent?
Why don't you take out a loan? And then work to pay it off. It's as easy as that.
I don't want to. Why should I have to work? I won't do it.
Then go live the rest of your life running from loan sharks. I'll take you to court if you don't pay. So think about what's best. Think about it long and hard. I kept blocking all of Rachel's annoying texts and cut off all contact. However, since she never paid me back my money, I hired a lawyer and claimed my $15,000. Rachel ended up having to take out a loan and moved back in with her parents. She now works full-time at a local supermarket to pay off her debt. I was pretty gullible to let my ex-wife take advantage of me like that, but I guess I needed to experience this in order to grow. Hopefully I can find someone who wants to be with me, for me, instead of just the benefits of being married.
Hannah, you were out of the hospital today. Yes. I'm just getting ready. I'm working so I can't pick you up. You can go home by yourself, right? Mom will pick me up. She told me to come straight home. Oh, what? I didn't hear anything about that. I just got the call. Mom and Dad are mad at you about the burns. They said the scars on my face will last forever, so... Don't feel bad about that. I didn't do it on purpose. I know that. Right? It's your fault that sitting in the wrong place in the first place. You blame me? You're the one who sat with your legs out while people were carrying pots and pans. It's disturbing, isn't it? I was just sitting there as usual. It's not like I was in a weird place. I think Leo was carrying it while watching TV and tripped over it. No. It was because you were in the way. I mean, your relatives annoy me. Your relatives annoy me. Annoying? Why? They want me to divorce you. Your father even grabbed me. Isn't that a crime? Why am I getting blamed for this? My parents told me to get a divorce too. They've been telling me for a while. What? Since when? Soon after we got married. Why? People got worried after watching our conversation and stuff like that. Conversation? People would ask me, "Is your husband always this cold?" They thought I was being treated badly by you. Seems like everyone was thinking of it. What the hell is that? What did I do? You're so quick to make fun of me. Not only my relatives, but also my friends. They're all saying whatever they want. You call me stupid and useless. Isn't it true? You're a defective woman who can't even do decent housework. So you were joining them and saying bad things about me behind my back too. I don't understand why I'm being blamed for that. No matter how to me, I had no intention of leaving you. But this time, I understand what the parents are saying. Every time I look in the mirror, I feel sad. My relatives say they'd force me to get a divorce. I see. I don't care if we get a divorce. I don't. If I saw your face right now, I would be turned off. Turned off? Because you look like a monster. I'd be scared to death if I saw you at night. And it's just weird to be with you. If I can get a divorce, it's just a good time. A monster? I can't live with a woman who looks like that. I wouldn't even want to spend the night with you. If I can't see you as a woman, what's the point of being married to you? I was burned because of your carelessness. You think it's not your fault that I look like this? But then you dump me without taking any responsibility? Your relatives want a divorce too. If that's what you want, so be it. You said it's a good time. You were going to get a divorce even if my family didn't tell you to. Well, I can't deny that possibility. Your face is so ugly right now. How dare! How can you say such a terrible thing? What do you think I am? Well, you're mad at me too, right? Then you don't have to force yourself to stay in the marriage, do you? Let's go our separate ways. Well, you're already completely willing to separate. Then there's no point in talking anymore. When you take your stuff, sign the divorce papers while you're at it. It's too much work to mail it. Oh, you'll have to get the divorce papers. I feel like an idiot. Now I understand what my parents were saying. I don't know why I hung on to someone like you. Hey, how are you? It's been a while. What, Leo? It's been 5 years since then. What's going on? You haven't contacted me since the divorce. Anything happen? Well, I haven't talked to you in a while, so I thought I'd give you a call. Make it quick. What's with the attitude? I contacted you for the first time in a long time, so you should be happy for more. Why should I? So, what do you want to talk about? That's a story that makes you happy. Happy about what? I called you because I'm thinking of remarrying you. You're probably still single anyway. How's that sound? Happy? What do you mean? I thought you didn't like my face. Why are you asking me to remarry now? Actually, I got an illness. I've got diabetes and all that stuff. I go to the hospital every week. You've had a rough life. I knew you were gonna get ill someday. I didn't have a rough life. You were the type that didn't eat, only drink. And you drink a lot. It's the worst for you, right? Well, that's alright. I want a wife so bad right now. What? I've been with a lot of different women over the past 5 years, but they all ran away. They're all a mess, aren't they? That's because you don't treat women well. What's wrong with me? You have nothing but bad things to say. What do you mean you want a wife when you get ill? You want your wife to take care of you? It's hard when I'm fighting the illness alone. You know, these are things I want you to buy for me while I'm in the hospital. Besides, there's always personal care and stuff. You must be mistaking women for housekeepers or something. Marriage partners aren't that convenient. You've been with a lot of people in your life. Why are you telling me this? You're just perfect for that. And now that I think about it, you have the most guts. But we're already divorced. But you can't get married forever anyway. Forever? You look like a monster. No man would marry you with a face like that. So I'll take you back for it. I'm so sweet, aren't I? Why would I remarry you? My parents and relatives won't allow it. They wanted to divorce you for 5 years ago. There's no way they let you remarry. That being said, it's better than being single all the time. If they don't like it, just cut them off. I don't want to do that. Why not? I hate your relatives because they annoy me. Cut them off. They are my dearest relatives. I'm not going to cut them off. And I'm not remarrying you. Why not? It's not a bad deal for you either. You don't want to be single forever. I'm a wiser man now. I'm not the same person I was then. I will not remarry you who do not care for me. I don't know what you're talking about. You're not in a position to choose. If you miss this opportunity, you'll never get married. I don't want to go back to my old life. I'd rather be single forever than remarry you. What the hell, man? I'm telling you this in good faith. How can I remarry someone who calls me a monster? You haven't changed at all since 5 years ago. You think I'm an idiot. I'm just telling you the truth. That's what's not good about you. Don't be so silly. Just get married again. Just come back to me. I won't. If you don't do what I say, you'll pay for it. Pay for it. I'll find your house and I'll ambush you. Until you shake your head. Well... You remember I've been boxing all my life, right? You're so easy to twist. Are you threatening me? I'm telling you to realize what you're up against. Don't turn me down for being a monster. Don't get cocky or I'll kick your ass. Why you want to remarry so badly? But I can't decide right now. I have to explain this to relatives, so please give me more time. Okay. I'll call you tomorrow. Tomorrow? That's too soon. Give me 3 days. I don't have a choice. I'll call you in 3 days. I'm counting on you. Well, it's been 3 days. Let me hear your answer. You only have one choice, though. Right. There's only one option. I will not remarry you. You're still saying that? That's the only way to think about it, right? I can't conclude that I will remarry you. You're still single, right? Why don't you grow up and remarry me? There's no one who will take a defective woman with a face like a monster. Or are you going to be single and lonely for the rest of your life? I have a message for you. From who? From those annoying relatives? You don't have to come to work from tomorrow. What? Where that message comes from? My husband. I hear you're being fired. Husband? What do you mean fired? The executives at your company promised my husband that they would fire you, so I guess you could just say your boss gave me a message. Wait a minute. Husband? My company? What the hell have you been saying all this time? I never said I was single, did I? That I could never remarry? It's just your imagination. What's my imagination? There's no way a woman like you can get married. Do you understand what you were talking about? Unfortunately, I already married again 3 years ago. He was a student of my father's when he was a professor. No way. I was surprised too. 3 days ago, I told my husband about your threats. He was so furious he did some research to sue you. And it turns out you're an employee of one of our clients. You've got to be kidding me. That's a big client. I can think of a few companies off the top of my head. I don't know anything about the CEO. We know everything now. So my husband told your company. The people at your company were in panic. If my husband cancels a contract with your company, that's a big problem, right? That would probably be bad. I heard it would cost tens of millions of dollars in damages. Well, I'm sure they will be in a panic. If it goes wrong, the company falls apart. I didn't threaten anyone. To sue me is going too far. You said if I didn't remarry, you'd kick my ass. That's a fine threat. I filed a damage report. You're overreacting. We're an ex-couple. If I say something that goes a little too far, let it go. What's up with being an ex-husband and wife? I have a very painful past. I've suffered a lot because of you. This threat is not to be ignored this time. The spread on my face is your fault. You didn't do it on purpose. Because of your carelessness. And you called me a monster. Isn't that an insult or slander? My husband says he'll never forgive you, but says he'll beat the shit out of you. But that doesn't mean he won't file a damage report and tell the company. That's a bit much. I think your company would be happy to get rid of you rather than break the relationship with my husband's company. Threaten the wife of the CEO of an important business partner. That means it's an act that's very detrimental to the company's interests. Isn't that reason enough to fire you? Wait a minute. I've been getting a lot of calls from the company. Seriously? Yeah, right? They're serious. I don't know what's going to happen to my life. I don't want to be unemployed or have an ex-conviction record. If you want me to drop the claim, you'll have to settle the case. I won't drop the claim until you pay me the fee I'm demanding. You don't have a choice. I heard you've officially been fired. So the company cut you off after all. I knew it. Thanks to you, I'm unemployed. What am I going to do now? I'm fighting an illness, so it's hard to find a job. Who would hire a person with a serious illness on a full-time basis? You'll just have to do your best to find out. You said it's just like it's somebody else's problem. Well, it's none of your business. My husband won't hold your company responsible any longer. It's your fault, not theirs. But he won't drop the case against you personally. I've been fired, so I have had enough payback. I also have a burn mark against you. This can't possibly be enough. Are you really that Hannah? You've changed completely. She used to be so quiet and gentle. Since I remarried my husband, I've changed. I've become more confident in myself. I can express my feelings better now than when I was with you. Hannah, I'm sorry. My attitude was wrong. Are you finally going to apologize? It's too late for an apology. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry I forced you to remarry. But I was ill and I couldn't have enough room either. You need to understand that. Using illness as an excuse? In fact, my illness is serious. I'm treating, but instead of getting better, it's getting worse and worse. It's more painful than anything else. I lost my mind and I just made a heartless comment. This isn't the first time that you've made heartless comments. Even before you got ill, you were a terrible person. The only reason you are the worst person is that your nature is corrupt, and not because of the illness. Was I that bad? You never understand it anyway. You don't really feel sorry for what you did. You just want me to drop the lawsuit. That's not true. As your ex-wife, I understand your character. You will never be rehabilitated. The real monster is you, with your ugly heart. My ex-husband paid $20,000 in alimony and we settled. He has been laid off from the company and flat broke. He can't work long hours because his illness is getting worse and worse. And because of that, he can't seem to find a job. A year after the divorce, I heard a rumor that her ex-husband has been told his life expectancy is limited. Now that time has passed, I don't know if he's alive or dead. But I don't think I want to know. My husband and I still get along with each other. When I'm with him, I don't care about the scars on my face. I have found true love.